Hi, I'm Jeff Carr from Alter Consultants, and welcome to our session today. So with me today, I've got Salli Churchill. Salli's one of our regional directors for Alter. I'd like to introduce, first of all, Salli. And Salli, why don't you tell us a little bit about your background?
Thanks, Jeff. I'm Salli Churchill with Alter Consultants. I'm a regional director, and I've been with Alter for about 2.5 years. Prior to that, I had various positions in finance and accounting, as well as I was a project manager for several ERP implementations.
One of the things I wanted to talk today about was one of our clients, and I know this is a project that you worked on. This client is a good mid-sized company that's in manufacturing of electronics. Could you tell us a little bit about that company?
Sure. The company is about a $350 million organization, as you mentioned, in the electronics industry. And they had implemented a product called Sightline about 2 years ago in 2015. And they came to us very disappointed in the results of that implementation and wanting to take a look at re-implementing the Sightline product.
Tell me a little bit about what some of the problems that they had as a result of that implementation project.
They found that after they went through the implementation, what they ended up with was very similar to the business processes that they had before. So they didn't take the time to really understand their processes. They didn't realize a lot of changes and improvements in their business processes. So while they had a new system, they really didn't recognize some of those improvements and take advantage of the things that the new system offered them.
Tell me some of the things that we did with them, what some of the activities that we went through with them, and what was the result of those activities?
So first and foremost, we spent some time with them really taking a look at their business processes. They determined that they hadn't taken the time to do that in the first place, and we wanted to really understand where were those improvement areas and the biggest areas for opportunity that they could really improve upon. So we did a business process improvement effort where we looked at their current state processes. We looked at where the biggest pain points were, the manual efforts that they were undertaking, and identified what we wanted to improve upon. And from there, we then put a release schedule together that really was a series of process improvements and taking advantage of functionality that they already had in their system and rolling that out to the users. There was also a really big focus on change management and training because they had learned that that was a pretty big miss the first time.
That's interesting. So as you didn't really go through a re-implementation where you had a big bang and you just re-implemented the whole thing. You've really done that by making improvements and doing mini releases. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yeah, we wanted to make sure that we could have some wins under our belt. We wanted to make sure that we could take manageable pieces and train folks and make sure that we rolled out those processes in a way that everybody was really comfortable and confident with, so that then we could keep those efforts going.
Tell me a little bit about some of the value benefits that they've received. What's been the, let's say, return on investment on this project for the company?
Sure, I think first and foremost is they had a lot of manual processes that they were able to reduce. And more specifically with inventory, they were able to really optimize their inventory. They did not have accurate inventory. They were not updating their inventory on a real-time basis. So putting those processes in place, putting the appropriate planning methods in place for them, they were able to reduce inventory. They were able to improve their on-time delivery to their customers, and they were able to really cut down on the manual efforts that their employees were having to spend to take care of their customers.
Great, great. Must be a big win for the company. So also, the question I have is, how did we manage change with them? Can you tell me some change management stories?
Sure, that was really, when they looked at their lessons learned, that was a really big area for them. And what they found was communication and training the first time around were really lacking. And so we put together a change management program for them where we identified change agents and change champions throughout the organization. We looked at a heavy training program for all different areas as we rolled out some of these new capabilities. And we had a very regular, frequent communication update that was managed by one of their leads that had a sole purpose of identifying and managing the change in the organization.
Well, sounds like a great project, Salli, and congratulations on a job well done. I know that the clients has expressed a great deal of satisfaction with the work that Alter has done for them and the work that you've done for them. And thank you all for listening to Salli and I today and telling you more about some of the successes that Alter is having in the marketplace, helping companies improving their business processes that helps drive improvements in their business performance. Thank you.